Oh boy, the NASCAR is real.
Target acquired.
Oh, just die, you little shit. Really?
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Gotcha.
New target acquired. New target acquired. Artillery strike activated. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Commo check.
We gotcha.
Alright, I just did my change from push to talk to voice activity.
Oh,
New
now
target
look.
acquired.
Just fuck off.
New target acquired.
We can't both fit through this door, Assault. We both need to go through
New
it.
target
Let's work it
acquired.
out.
Target acquired.
Yeah, my last tour in Iraq was as a combat advisor.
Acquired.
That'd be pretty cool.
Target acquired.
Nice
New
and chill.
target
Eh,
acquired.
it was, well, but let's see, that would have been 2010.
Acquired.
You know, put a fork in us, we were done. There was nothing to do.
Yeah.
You still in game, L?
Sort of. I'm dead. We've got a DC. I've just told the enemy where he is, so it shouldn't be too long.
Well, you don't sound like you're from the States. Where are you from?
I'm from England.
Oh, okay.
New target acquired.
You know what?
Are y'all
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I can't hear any in-game comms from anybody, so that might make a difference.
Target destroyed.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to check my settings.
Target acquired.
Are you experiencing all the weird weather as well over in England?
New
Yeah, a
target
little bit.
Acquired.
It's certainly not following the more familiar paths, but it's not as extreme as it is in some other places.
I wonder how much of that is climate change versus, you know, whatever the politically correct term is nowadays for climate destruction or whatever.
New target acquired.
It sounded like Whiskey having an unfortunate encounter with someone.
Doesn't sound like his keyboard's going to survive much longer. I had a buddy of mine.
Fuck.
He was a big joker and stuff. This is while I was at the embassy at Turkey. And he was a big joker and all that stuff. And I got behind his computer that sat underneath the desk. And I pulled out his mouse cord just enough to where it looked like it was still in there. And drove him nuts. Couldn't figure it out. Called the IT guy. Of course, I had the IT guy on it. And I did this to him like 3 different times over a 2-week period. And the third time, he just went nuts and threw his keyboard all over. It was hilarious. Never once thought to just check to see if the mouse was just plugged in. If he'd have done that, the gig would have been up.
No, you gotta check those things.
I was shooting and I was hoping this guy wasn't going to back up into my fire, but he totally did, and I blasted him. It was my own dude. It was bad. I have to see how bad. I think we're going to pull it out. Got a guy running 3 flamers and a bunch of streak SRMs. Tag.
0%.
That's something else I'm not real good with is streaks.
5%.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about them at some point, but I don't like them. There's more options on tags and targeting computers now, so it might be worth giving them a go. But that whole lock-on time, I end up in too many close-range brawls where the time it takes me to lock on before I can pull the trigger is the time it takes them to shoot me in the face.
Exactly.
Oh, this dude ran out of ammo. Oh, he's got
Always
flamers.
I always try to run a tag and at least a big electric probe. But even with all that stuff, you're right. You're sitting there waiting to lock on, and poof, you get an AC 20 to the face.
Yeah, it definitely worked out in scouting when we played that, because 1 or 2 would run the streaks and just run circles around the guys who were brawling, and then, you know, we could focus down guys pretty well.
I think I've played scouting maybe twice. It was completely lost both times. And I've tried faction play, but kind of ran into the same problem that I think it was either you or Elle that was talking about it, where you'd have the team show up and, you know, wave 1 would be all crabs, and then, you know, the well thought out teams, and they just roll over you. And then they'd camp your spawn, and that just aggravates me to no end.
Oh yeah.